Hey, I am Molly Carmel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm the author of Breaking Up with Sugar. I am your personal coach, and I am fiercely devoted to your freedom. If you don't know that, man, keep on, subscribe right now, because you will get that, if nothing else, from me. I'm obsessed with you, and we are going to find you the freedom that you deserve from your issues with food and weight. So the thing I want to talk about today is self-esteem, right? Is self-esteem and self-love, because those are topics that, like, certainly when I was in the very, very bottom of my relationship with food and dieting, I was like, is that a joke? Is that like a joke that I can like learn to love myself and learn to trust myself again? Because let me tell you something, like, I was at the very, very bottom of this. And what I had done to my relationship with myself, it's like I had no trust left in the bank. I had no trust left in the bank, because I would wake up almost every single day and I would say, today's the day I'm going to do it. And by like 10:30, I had totally broken that promise to myself. It got so bad that actually, like, I stopped trying. Like, I would wake up in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm just going to go binge, because I just hated myself so much. And so what I want to tell you is, first of all, I'm sitting here right now and I can honestly say that I love myself. I mean, it's sort of like there's a part of me that's like, you know, wants to puke as I say that, but I really, really mean it. I mean, I've created a relationship with myself through behaviors, which is what I want to talk to you about, that, like, it's pretty awesome. Of course, it has its like darker days, because I'm a human being, so perfection just is not on our radar screen. You know that. We are the anti-perfection crew around here. But I want to talk, so here's what I was remembering the other day, you know, and so just by breaking up with sugar, right, just by making this commitment to divorce dieting and starting to take these little actions, that's how you start to establish this new loving relationship with yourself. We talk a lot about establishing your loving relationship with food, but like in that, you actually create this loving relationship with yourself where, like, you become reliable, and that's how you learn how to love yourself. I was remembering the other day when I first broke up with sugar, and in this 10.5 year period, when I first broke up with sugar, and I had this moment, and there was a big, huge snowstorm in New York City, and I looked in my refrigerator and I saw that there was no half and half in my refrigerator. And, you know, I have broken up with sugar, and I'm broken up with flour, and I don't drink alcohol, but boy, coffee is not something I ever care to give up. And so I looked in my refrigerator and I thought, like, oh God, I'm not having black coffee tomorrow. I'm not getting stuck in this snowstorm and having black coffee tomorrow. So I thought, okay, I have to go out and get half and half. And this was probably, I'd say, about 69, 70 days into my breakup with sugar. This miracle happened. Like, I just remember it so well, you know, and I left I got my snow clothes on and my snow boots on, and I lived across the street from a bodega, a drugstore in which I had been known to not just go and get half and half, you know what I mean? I mean, this is a place where I had gone in the middle of the night, bought all sorts of binge foods, you know, sometimes even multiple times in a night. And I remember, and I went across the street and I walked into the drugstore and I got half and half, and I got home and I knew that I was going to be okay. Right? Because it was the first time I'd really done something reliable for myself in an anxious time. Like, I got home and I was like, I just have half and half. That's all I have. And it was like this moment of pride and this moment of esteem. And it was a loving act, you know, and it wasn't somebody telling me how good I looked, you know, and it wasn't like me being excited that I released weight. It wasn't any of those things that I think we sometimes attach ourselves to, which of course they feel good, but you guys, those are like fake, right? Because they're fake, because they're like other people giving you compliments, and that's not a lasting way to feel good about yourself. And I mean, I'm going to talk about our obsession with the scale more times than you may even want to watch on this YouTube channel, to be honest with you, because our obsession with the scale makes us very, very obsessional and sick. And I want nothing more than us to really release that. Although releasing weight's really, really important. Side note. But when we do what we say we're going to do in little acts, like going across the street and getting only half and half and coming home and going to sleep, Those are the little steps that get us towards self-love. Those are the esteemable acts. And you guys, they're really simple, right? They're really simple. And it's hard in this fast-paced world to even wrap our head around, like, am I ever going to feel better again, right? Because I think we see these like big time before and after stories, right? Or we're getting messaging around like this cleanse and this, and that's not how it happens, you guys. It doesn't happen, boom, one big burst, and then all of a sudden you're better, and all of a sudden you love yourself. Like, that is very unusual, you know? The way that this change happens, the way that this change in your relationship with yourself happens is like little teeny steps. I mean, I wish it was different sometimes. I wish it was like, I wish I could just be like, bippity boppity boo, you love yourself. But unfortunately, that's not the way it goes. And frankly, I'd be giving that to you, because when you earn your self-love and when you earn your self-esteem, it's really hard to lose it. And you know what? Then you got a pony in the game, and you're going to protect it because you're the one that's involved in it. And we know that actually from the self-determination research that I've written about in the book, that when you own something and when something matters to you, that's how it sticks. So this, my friends, is actually a win-win-win-win-win, right? By doing what you say you're going to do and just having these little wins and celebrating them, by the way, not only are you reclaiming this relationship with yourself, right? Not only are you doing what you're saying, you're creating self-esteem, but you're also solidifying your new relationship with food. So it is so many things. Hey, do you have any wins that you can tell me about, like little teeny wins? I want to hear all about it. I want you to leave something in the comments below. Give me an esteemable story that happened to you this week. I am dying to know. I'm also completely obsessed with you. You know that. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. I'm getting new content on. I want you to be like the first one watching. I'm obsessed with you. I'm fiercely devoted to your freedom, and I'll see you next time.